Welcome back to More Life. I'm Jody Dean. If you know of a story of creative, imaginative ways people are helping each other during the COVID-19 pandemic that you think we should tell, email it to me and send me photos and videos too if you can. The address is jody@jodydean.com. Now, back to the best of More Life.
I was cheated by you, and I think you know it.
Hey, I'm John Beard. I'm the director of Woodrow Wilson High School's theater department. Our production of Mamma Mia had to be canceled this year due to coronavirus, COVID-19. This was an extremely difficult thing for us. We have a 63-year tradition of producing musicals at our school, and this is the first time one of them had to be canceled. And it was devastating. It was devastating for teachers, it was devastating for the school, and it was particularly devastating for my students, my seniors especially. These guys have worked for 4 years, and doing this musical at the end of the year, their senior year, is the culmination of all of their hard work, and it is so exciting to watch it come together, and to have that taken away from them right here at the end of the year with little or no notice, it was devastating. So I sat down with my kids and I worked with them and I talked with them, and we tried to decide how we wanted to commemorate the work that we do on a regular basis. And we came up with this idea for this video. It makes me proud of my kids, and I'm proud of the work that we've done together. And it is something special to see this kind of thing happen. This teaching for home is not easy. Teachers have to be super creative to make work come across, to work with kids still, even though you can't see them face to face, and be with them. So, looking for ways to kind of find something new, this is what this video is about. It's not the same thing as doing a show live, but it does capture some of the fun and the sense of joy that we have in producing our work for an audience. This is our take, we call it Voices Apart, Together at Heart, and that's what we've done here.
We are part of the emergency management response team for the state. Farmers are receiving record low prices for their beef, and consumers are paying record high prices. There's a lot of people who go out to the dairy and buy their milk and their eggs and maybe some beef or chicken or pork, but they don't have those connections. So we're the catalyst to bring all that together. Fresh, not flash frozen, no salt, no additives, no preservatives, no dyes. Post your stuff on there if you've got produce or eggs or any kind of Texas product, hot sauce, jerky, whatever. The farmer wins and the consumer wins. We're used to responding to hurricanes and droughts and hailstorms. With this pandemic, it's all 254 counties. We've never had to respond to something like this. We had a big problem when this pandemic first hit. The toilet paper. I found a warehouse full of toilet paper, but we couldn't sell it because it was all labeled in Spanish. And we have a law here in Texas, when you sell a product, the instructions have to be in English. Well, look, we don't need the instructions. So I asked for a waiver and it was granted. Texas Department of Agriculture, we get the toilet paper to the people.
They kind of picked us up in the middle of the night. I was in North Carolina, Fort Bragg. They flew us to San Diego, took us to a ship, and then we were on our way. 23 days on the ship. We had a lot of time to think. We were setting up a hospital. Actually, it was a bonding kind of experience where we got to know each other. I learned to play pinochle. We had a lot of time. There were 6 of us, 6 females. They told us we could not go with our hospital. The general of the first cav did not want to be responsible for our safety. Our commanding officer, Colonel Diamond, convinced him that we were essential. So we were able to go to Ankh. We really didn't know what to expect. I mean, I didn't. We were there early. We got there at the end of 1965. When we got there was the same time that the Idrang Valley battle went on. There was that fear. We were it. We couldn't go down to the corner store. We couldn't call a supply and get everything that we wanted, so we had to improvise a lot. You know, it's not always the successes that you remember. Sometimes it's what you consider to be the failures that you remember. There was a particular soldier, he was a helicopter pilot. who came in with a bilateral amputation because of the crash. And I remember, because of the loss of his legs, that his fiance wouldn't want him back anymore. It's not just a medical support that you had to give. It's a lot of psychological too. So many of them, I think the average age at that time was maybe 18 or 19. They were coping with a lot, and we grew up a lot.
Do you feel any affinity for the nurses and healthcare workers who are in the middle of this battle against COVID-19?
Oh, of course, yes. I know what it's like to be in that kind of situation. And I actually sometimes think I should be out there too. I really consider them to be heroes, because they know what they're going into. They know how they're exposing themselves. And to me, anytime you go into a situation where you know that you're in danger, and I tell you, if you've never worked in a mask for a long period of time, it's an experience. The clothing that they have to wear, the PPE that they have to wear, it's hot. You can't work as well. It's hard to feel things. It's hard to do things. It's hell.